Mark then accelerates with Heidi still hanging onto the door. She falls to the ground and the truck's rear wheel runs over her head as Mark drives off.
So she told me, asked me if I wanted her to leave, and I said yes.
Yeah.
And she got upset with me, and
I'm gonna say it right now, cuz is making up a story, making up a whole false lie story in his head as we speak. That's why he keep taking long ass pauses and shit. I know, cuz that's not what happened, cuz. Alright, man, we back with another crazy reaction. I got one thing for you to do. Hit the subscribe button and hit the like button. Two simple things. Can you not follow directions, my nigga? Damn. Do it. Let's hop straight into it, man.
It's late June 22nd, and Wyoming, Minnesota police are
Now I wanna
rushing to a
start
Holiday
raining.
gas station after reports that a woman was run over by a truck in the parking lot, with the suspect fleeing the scene.
No, don't do that. Y'all heard about what happened to that football player? Come on. I made a video on that too. Go watch that. Can't be fleeing the scene, bro. If you run over, that's one thing. Maybe she deserved it. But when fleeing, bro. Ooh, shit. That's her?
I don't know if there's more. It kind of looks like.
Kind of looks like what, my baby?
She was dragged from a car. Like she was holding the handle trying to get into dude's car and he dragged her and then the tire went over. It looks like something is like impaled in her scalp.
Our coverage is made possible because
Take over if you want.
Hey, yo.
And we just looked over.
He ran over.
And I didn't know. I didn't want her to like. Yeah.
In her skull, though. He ran over her
You guys just
head.
want to talk to one of my partners that comes
Yeah.
here?
Okay.
Yeah, no, you're good. Just somebody that saw it that they want to.
See, at first I was low-key on your side, giving you some sympathy, my baby. But then I heard you was hanging on to the. Why you trying to hang? I hate when people do that, bro. When they try to be like they Iron Man or something, try to stand in front of moving cars, like when they dealing with their exes, like, no, you better run me over, or they steady trying to grab onto the door while he driving away. My nigga, you're gonna get run over. Like you're going to. Stop thinking you're invincible.
What's her? What? Anybody know her name?
I'm gonna keep it in.
Hello. You got a flag.
You're not me.
Right here.
Right here.
You're gonna get damaged.
Where?
Nose.
Let's get air going.
Where they be all like jumping on the hood of the car while they driving away. Like, boom.
Did anybody copy that he doesn't? Who gave Mark Wyowski as a name? Just so it's clear.
Who said Mark? You? That's who she was texting on her phone. And she was
Okay.
trying
He
to-
drives an older white vehicle.
So who's the one that did it?
Yep, we know who he is.
Then see if you can get a beat. She's coming. A lot of blood out of her nose, out of her ears, everything. I can't get
Damn.
Oh,
Okay. She's gone. She gone. Can't get a pulse.
Let's go. Keep your hand.
Sounds like she got ran over by a vehicle. Yep. A lot of head trauma.
Was they exes or something? They had to be some toxic ass
I
fuckers.
saw all of it. We had his name on the phone I got out of her car. That's her car. Yeah, that's her car. She was texting him. She was texting him. We have his name on the phone.
I think my two police officers already left to go.
Yeah, we got some officers over there. Does anybody need anything to wipe their hands off or anything? Okay.
Well, I don't.
Yeah. No, rather be safe than sorry here.
Yeah, that's her car.
If anybody needs another one, just let me know. But these are like really strong medical grade ones here, so.
They had to be exes or something.
I saw everything.
I can talk to all of you.
Damn, you just a willing snitch too. Damn, my nigga. You can't even wait for them to ask you questions like, hey, did you see anything, sir? You know what I mean? Did this happen? I saw everything, officer. Yeah, question me. Damn, bro, you hyping shit to snitch, bro. Nobody even asked you any questions yet, gang. I go, damn, my nigga. Hey, I make sure I never be friends with you, gang.
I saw some.
Well, her body's
You really-
definitely smashed up, or her head, her skull broke
I know.
out.
I think I saw like
The wheel went from like
good at
her leg all the way through her body.
Is that a good enough cleaning for you guys?
Yeah,
I mean,
You can
it's
just toss it in that garbage
It's
right
okay
there.
for
I'm just gonna be in my head, but I know.
Yeah. Sure.
Photo, but all the name, the checkbook has the same name, that has the same, like, Heidi White.
That's her car. Okay. That's Heidi. That's
Oh,
Heidi.
ass snitching when they need to ask him to.
Lives in St. Paul, and
Do that.
He always has his vehicles registered to her because he's valid. I've never met her before, but I'm just assuming that's her because he's always around that Heidi White. We go run plates at his house, Heidi White. Plates at Danny's house, Heidi White.
So we talked to his dad at the residence. There was supplemental residents were left in different vehicles. Obviously, they confirmed that he left in the white.
Holiday shut down. Yes, they are shut down. Yep, and they have cameras, but they're obviously closed.
What I really want to know is, what's that? That's the car. What I really want to know is if he get charged or
You got
not.
it. You got it. If you want to just me, appreciate it.
I want to know if he get charged or not because you can't say he purposely ran her over because she was the one hanging on the door handle. She should have known to get off. You get what I'm saying? So I don't think he should be charged. I'm being honest. If a crazy bitch, door, I'm dropped off. You get ran over. You get ran over.
Tires of his vehicle.
Where did this scene happen?
Right there.
You get what I'm saying?
Nobody has gone back and grabbed any
Body,
bags or
like,
anything. I'm
I
taking
know you
pictures
crazy
of
and shit,
the
my
scene.
baby, but
I'm taking pictures of her car.
You know what I mean? I'm not dealing with
Those, there's 3 people over there that for sure have saw the whole thing. One of the kids is like, but they saw the whole thing.
He was also here, but he didn't see it.
Yeah, he was here. He didn't see it. Witnesses are all attached.
Hang on to that for me.
I can just type it in the. That's my rider. She's just standing out because
Couldn't have picked a better night, could you?
I know.
Mark is on his way in too. I'm gonna have him lead the team that takes the rest.
So there's information from Danley that she might know where he's
He knows
at.
where he is, he says. He knows. He's gonna toss him up. 140 is on his way over. Trucker's on his way in. They go and bring his SWAT stuff.
Yeah, she
As
was.
of right now, it's a homicide.
She was agonal breathing when I got here.
They're calling it anyway.
Ooh. Oh, so she was there. She was alive when you came. She just died. Ain't nobody.
Oh, so he's like the top for Wyoming.
Y'all
Right
didn't
now,
perform
yeah.
CPR
And then
or
there's
nothing.
a guy in the other.
Y'all just let her go. Hey, you know what I mean? You got ran over. Hey,
He
could have
looks like an
do
investigator.
the little,
Like a little nerd.
you know what I mean? The CPR out the mouth, something.
Officers quickly search for additional evidence that might help piece together what happened. Witnesses described a heated argument between the victim, 51-year-old Heidi White, and the driver of the white pickup, Mark Wioski, now 39. This surveillance video, obtained exclusively by Midwest Crime after our open records requests, shows the pair arriving, parking for a short time, and
Ooh.
getting into a heated argument.
Oh, that's a big joint. Oh yeah, you're not surviving that, my baby. I thought it was a regular car. No, that's the big joint with the joint on the back. Oh, oh.
Mark returns to Heidi's car and grabs her keys from the ignition.
Oh.
She gets out and approaches his pickup, reaching into the driver's side window, trying to get her keys back. Mark then accelerates with Heidi still hanging onto the door. She falls to the ground and the truck's rear wheel runs over her head as Mark drives off.
Oh.
Despite efforts of the bystanders and first responders, Heidi died of her injuries at the scene.
Okay.
The
Okay,
next
it's
day,
making sense.
Wioski turned himself in to the police, admitting he had been driving the truck and that he had used methamphetamine shortly before the incident. Wioski claimed he and Heidi had been arguing that night, but he did not expect the confrontation to end in tragedy.
This nigga was on. He was off meth. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. You look like it, cuz. You definitely look like the type to do that. Your wife, Heidi, she looked like the same. Y'all probably was both off it. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all definitely look like the type. Now, okay, it's making more sense. I thought Heidi was just acting crazy over the dick. You feel me? She didn't want to let it go. He got caught cheating with another girl. She was acting crazy. And I expected her to be way younger in my head, too. Now that she's 51, I'm like, damn. But okay, it makes sense that he took her keys while she was trying to get it back. Okay. Yeah, lock that nigga up. I take back everything I said. Lock his ass up. Why did he take her keys, gang? You a grown ass man trying to take the big keys?
Why don't you take me from the start of the argument?
Give him life.
Kind
No
of
questions
go
asked.
through the fence.
Well,
He's still
she was
off
over at
meth
my
right
house,
now.
and I was basically avoiding her, so I wasn't at home. And she wanted to talk and stuff, and so I told her I'd come home, and I did.
What day is this?
And we talked a little bit. This was yesterday. And after we had talked, I mean, it's not like we were fighting or anything like that. It was just awkward with everything, and I just didn't want to hang out or anything or do anything. So she told me, asked me if I wanted her to leave, and I said yes.
Yeah.
And she got upset with me, and then she asked me to go outside and with her to call her phone to see if she could find it. So I did, and then we found her phone, and then she still wasn't like, and she wanted to go cover up the boat or whatever, and I was just upset.
This nigga, I'm gonna say it right now, cuz is making up a story, making up a whole false lie story in his head as we speak. As he's speaking, he's making up some shit. That's why he keep taking long ass pauses and shit. I know, cuz that's not what happened, cuz. Let's be honest.
Because she just got so
That's
mad
not
for
what
no
happened.
reason, so I tried leaving, and then she like backed up and like blocked my truck, and then so I went around the block, and then she followed me all the way around the block, and then so I went back home, and then asked my dad and his girlfriend to talk to her, to tell her to leave me alone, and that's when she said she wanted my phone, so I threw it on the ground, and it broke.
Oh, I thought he said through.
And so then she left, and I thought she was gone, and so I left my house, and I was going to go over to my ex-girlfriend's house, and she was at the parking right there, so I pulled into the gas station, the gas pump, and then she's behind me, so I pull over to the parking space, and I got out and asked her to leave me alone. And she said she's going to follow me everywhere I go, and she can follow me if she wants. So I reached into her car, and I grabbed her keys out of her ignition. And I got in my truck, and I drove off. And she like tried to stop me or whatever. She grabbed onto my truck, and when she fell, I threw the keys out, and I said, the keys are on the floor, and I drove off. And I didn't know.
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie, bro. I be going through the same shit, bro. And this is why I don't be liking to deal with authorities a lot, because it's like they be getting too crazy, especially when you give them the Hall of Fame dick, my nigga. They can't stop. They turn into some type of demon that they was never before. You know what I mean? Some crazy demon. I can't have that. That's why I don't be really like allowing females in my inner circle. You know what I mean? I'll crack, but I can't let you know where I live. You can't know my real name. You can't know my family. You can't know nothing about me. Like, you know what I mean? I'm going to give you my alias. I'll meet up with you at the teller, you know what I mean? Clap your cheeks real quick, and then I'm going. You know what I mean? You can't have my Instagram, you know, because you might stalk that, find my location. Can't be giving them nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. You got to stay secret with these, but you ain't doing the same thing to me. Weird shit.
Didn't know that she got hurt, but I did not try to hurt her.
Yeah, you did.
Mark Wioski and a woman he knew were
wanted her
fighting,
gone.
according to police. Prosecutors say the gas station surveillance video shows Wioski flick a cigarette into the victim's car, reach inside, then grab her keys. Wioski then got into his pickup truck and was trying to drive away when the woman was hanging onto his window. She fell off under the truck and was run over. The next day, Wioski contacted police and admitted to driving the pickup. He also told police he had used meth about an hour before the incident. As the case moved to trial, the community braced for what many expected to be a straightforward prosecution. But the defense had other plans, presenting a narrative that would challenge the very foundation of the charges against Wioski. Wioski's defense team argued that Heidi White's death was not a crime, but a tragic accident. They claimed that Heidi's own actions, grabbing onto the moving truck, were the direct cause of her death. The defense team introduced a controversial backstory, alleging that Heidi had a troubled past that included criminal behavior, assaultive conduct, and unstable relationships. According to the defense, Heidi's obsession with Wioski had turned into harassment and stalking, much like her previous relationships. The defense sought to introduce evidence of Heidi's past, which included multiple legal infractions, from theft to assault. They argued that Wiaski knew about Heidi's history and feared that her behavior towards him was becoming increasingly erratic and dangerous.
Okay, I see what you're
The
doing.
defense
Kat.
also claimed that Heidi had a history of suicidal tendencies, suggesting that her actions on the night of June 22nd could have been driven by a disturbed state of mind. The prosecution, however, fought to keep this information out of the trial, insisting that it was irrelevant to the case and could unfairly prejudice the jury. They maintained that the focus should remain on the actions of that night, particularly Wiaski's decision to drive away, leaving Heidi mortally wounded. The case was eventually handed over to the jury, which spent almost 2 days in intense deliberations. Finally, a verdict was in. Ultimately, the jury unanimously acquitted the suspect of third-degree murder and criminal vehicular homicide, finding that the
he found not guilty.
acquitted the suspect.
Wait with it. Okay, yeah. But that's why I said they took y'all. How y'all know what I was gonna say before y'all even? Like, come on, cuz they must have read into the future, took my thoughts and gave it to the jury or something. Because that's the same exact thing I said. I said she was the reason she died. She was the one hanging on to my baby. Let go. Who the hell told you to hang on to it? Like, what the hell?
Of third-degree murder and criminal vehicular homicide, finding that the prosecution had not been able to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt. Jurors could not reach a unanimous verdict on his 2 other charges and remained deadlocked. Facing the likelihood of another deadlock, the prosecution decided to dismiss the remaining charges, effectively closing the case. The decision sparked controversy and left many wondering whether justice had truly been served.
Hey, bro, I already said it. That was her fault.
Unplug them.
Unplug it.
For Heidi's family and friends, the outcome was devastating. While the defense portrayed her as a troubled woman with a dark past, those who knew her saw a vibrant, caring person whose life was cut tragically short. This incident shows how complex these legal cases can become, and it has forced this community to confront difficult questions about responsibility, the influence of past behavior, and the way justice is served.
Man, yeah, I already told y'all everything. Before I closed the case before they even closed the case, bro. Like I said, it was her fault because that's like, okay, right? Me driving the car, right? And then my girlfriend, she come out crazy. She found some shit, you know what I mean? She acting crazy. She mad. I'm driving. I got her in the car. She jump out the window. Die. My nigga, that wasn't my fault that you're acting crazy. It's the same thing if she jumps in front of the car. It's the same thing if she holds on to the car while I'm driving and accidentally gets ran over. It's all the same thing. Your actions are the reason you lost your life. You did that, not me. I didn't tell you to do it. You did it. I didn't force you to do it. You did it. You know what I'm saying? And then the judge probably just, maybe is the judge a man? Because he probably know how crazy these thotties be acting too. He probably didn't had it with his ex-girlfriend. So it's already a connection there. Like, bro, I know what you're going through. I didn't see this shit in my past relationship, bro. Like I said, I've been through the same thing, bro. You know what I'm saying? It'd be crazy, bro. Females act crazy as hell, bro. So I understand where he's coming from, bro. He can't control that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then I know he happy as hell too. He like, damn, I didn't got away with this shit. I don't gotta go to prison, and I don't get the bitch. She not stalking me no more. He hype as hell, my nigga. My nigga didn't win and celebrated. He had a whole party and more shit for that, cuz. Hey, it is what it is, bro. Like I said, I don't get that. Never be that crazy, toxic couple, bro. Like, that shit is so weird to me, bro. Like, let's act like adults here. You 51 years old, lady. Do you have kids? You're 51, gang. And you're hanging you onto the door, like getting dragged by the door like a rag doll, bro. Looking dumb as shit. Why are you doing that? If you don't go sit your ass. Like, come on, cuz, bro. We gotta do better, bro. Hey, R.I.P. to Heidi, though, man. You know what I'm saying? And that's the end of this video. If you enjoyed it, go ahead and leave a like, go ahead, drop a comment down below, hit the subscribe button, turn on post notifications. And we're gonna catch y'all in the next one.